What's up, YouTube? So for today's video, we're going to be talking about my gear and what I use on a day-to-day basis to climb and remove trees. So without further ado, let's get into the video right now. Alrighty guys, so here we have the tree motion harness. This is the harness that I use. I really like it. It goes for around $499. Yeah, so let's start talking about it. This is by Teufelberger. It has the snaps on it, which is really nice because it makes it easy for taking off and on. It's adjustable, whatever length works for you. Clip it on, and then you tighten it. Next, it has 4 D-rings, 2 main attachment points around the spar, and then these, which is attached to the bridge. This bridge comes with 1 D-ring, so it's really nice to just position around the tree. The top rings are really stiff and strong. These are a little more floppy. The ones down here are a little more floppy. So that's just kind of how it is. There's a lot of spots for attaching different things on it. You have 2 loops down here, and you have a string that you can wire through all the holes to put different types of gear loops on them. And yeah, I carry the Petzl carry tool where I carry my saw, which I'll show in a little bit how that works. This is the large size of it, and yeah. One thing I like about this clipping, the way this clips, is it has this little thing right here that you can slide over so that when you're in the tree, a branch can't accidentally hit it and fall off. I like that. It's a great safety feature of it. In different spots, you want to look for that it has 2 sew points. So there's like one over there, and they're kind of all over. So yeah, like I said, there are back holes that are right around here, and you put the string through it that it comes with, and you can mount different spots like this, almost all kinds around it. There's also just a bunch of different spots to keep gear. You have little spots right here and over here and stuff, so it's really cool. A lot of spots, a lot of options. Here we have another ring for, I guess, rescue if needed be. I don't know, or I just put gear on this as well. The foot panels also come with spots to put gear, so you can put gear here and mostly here. These also come with the attaching and disattaching things right here. So that's really cool, and you can loosen them and tighten them, and the safety when they lock is very strong. So there's really 2 options. There's really 2 options when it comes to a saddle. You can either get a saddle that is really light and has somewhat okay padding, or you can get a saddle that's really heavy and has really good padding. So I guess if you're like a bigger dude, you want a saddle that's probably have more padding. This saddle actually has pretty good padding for what it is, and you can put a really big dude in this saddle. Since I'm smaller, I like a lighter saddle. And this one is plenty comfortable for what I used. I've been in this for over 7 hours in a tree removal and have nothing bad about it that I have. You can also tighten these points right here, which is really nice for attaching gear and making it stronger. I carry the Petzl carry tool, like I said. So yeah, that's pretty much all the saddle is. Nothing really about it besides that. I love it. I highly recommend it. And yeah. Next, we're going to talk about lanyards. So there's a few different options for lanyards. There's only 2 options, but there's quite a few differences between the 2. You can either do a rope lanyard or a steel core. I prefer both. It really just depends. So let's get into it. Okay, so first we have the rope lanyard. Some of the advantages of the rope lanyard is it's very light compared to the steel core because it's just made out of rope. So that makes it more, and it's more malleable. So when you're in a tree, kind of doing agility and kind of stuff like that, it's really light and it's easier to flip. Not easier to flip, but easier to work with. One of the disadvantages is when you're going up a tree, right? When you flip it, you have to really, give it a good flip. As with the steel core, it has the metal thing, so it's really easy just to flick up the tree. It works really well. So the disadvantages of this one is it's less malleable because you can't really turn as much as the rope one. And it's a lot heavier. It's quite obvious to tell that it's lighter compared to the rope one. This is a Tech 10-foot lanyard. These are my own carabiners. These are Rock Exata triple action carabiners, which we'll talk about in a little bit. This tether came with it, or rope tensioner and stuff like that. That came with it. I could have got a triple action snap put onto it, but I'm gonna prefer carabiners because I don't know, I just do. So yeah, I like this. I love this. I just got this, and I'm really happy with it, and I love it. Now, some of the things about the steel cord that I've heard from companies that I've talked to is some people don't like these because this black part, you can't tell what's underneath it. And to be actual proof, I just found out now that it's not actually steel core under there. So therefore, you know, this might not be the option. Now, different companies that make this actually do have steel core. This one apparently does not. That's good that I know that. And since it has a break in it, I'm gonna have to retire it. This tether came with it. I don't know what kind this is, just some weird, you know, tether I got. This is 8 feet, I believe, and yeah, I liked it when I had it, but it's kind of gotten a little heavy for all the gear that I carry now, and this is my backup, but I'm gonna be retiring it now, so yeah. Next, we're gonna be talking about the brain bucket. Okay, so I use the Petzl Vortex helmet. This runs for around $100, and I like it. So let's talk about it. So it comes with, you know, just the helmet. It has these snaps that you connect, and they work pretty well. You just kind of go boom, and you have to push down and push out for it to come out. The tensioners on it to tighten it work really well. They don't loosen unless you actually push on them or push them or whatever. So yeah, I like that they don't loosen. Some helmets that I have loosen because it's kind of tight. Now obviously you don't want to be too tight, so you know it could hurt your brain. But yeah. Number 2 is it has these vents in them for heat when it's cold. You'd want to raise them, and when it's hot, you can lower them. I don't really know that they work. I don't even notice that. I didn't even notice that these actually had them. So yeah, you kind of go like that, and boom, they pop down, and you can pop them back up. That's on both sides. Have a GoPro mount on it for the GoPro headshots, and the inside's pretty nice. It has this padding on this inside right here that goes around, and your head just fits right there, and I like it. And you can fold it up like that to pack it, so you don't have to worry about it getting damaged. Okay, so first off we have my foot ascender. This is just a cheap Amazon one. There's 2 different options for foot ascenders. You can either get ones that lock or that don't lock. This one doesn't lock, so you know it automatically comes out. The advantages for locking is, so some of the advantages for locking is you don't have to worry about it, you know, the rope coming out. The disadvantage for locking is that once you're up there, up in the tree to your spot, you have to reach down and unlock it for it to come out. This one you kind of just push down and it'll come out. I've had a few times where it'll slip out, but not really. For the most part, this thing's actually like really good. It has a little bit of tear right here, but that's really no big deal. It's not really, it's just an extra like little part right here. It has no purpose. I guess just to show where it goes, but I already know where it goes. So yeah, every strap, I check it every day, make sure the straps are good, and it's good. Now this is my foot loop that I use because I climb SRT now. I made a little loop right here, and this adjusts to be tightened. That can tighten or loosen. So depending on the foot, you can, you know, lock it, make it smaller to fit the boot. And then I attach to my harness right about here, and I can climb SRT or DRT. Really just depends on what you want to do. This is for my hammock, so you know, it's DIY hammock, foot loop thing, you know. So yeah, there's nothing much really to these. Like I said, there's disadvantages between locking and non-locking. And real quickly, we're going to talk about the chainsaw lanyard. This is just some random chainsaw lanyard that I got. Really nothing much to them. You know, you have a loop for the chainsaw, and then this would go to your harness, and this would back up your harness. It's stretchy, which is nice. It takes the compression. And yeah, there's really nothing much about it. It's just a chainsaw lanyard. You can also use rope as them. So some people like to have their chainsaw hang down past their foot. Most old school climbers would do that. Most modern day climbers like me, I guess you could say, climb with the saw hanging right below their side, right on their side. So some of the disadvantages for that is that it could tear up your jean or whatever kind of pant you wear. Some of the advantages of that is that it's easy to get. As with the one where it hangs down, advantages is it won't tear up your clothes. The disadvantages is you have to really pull, you have to try to get down to it and then pull it up. So it's not the best on your back, and you have to use more force to get it up. As with this, it's right there. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so here we have my rope wrench. This is Rope Logic, the fix. What's nice about this is it has 2 different points. So this goes around your D-ring, so it's really smooth. Right here is where you would attach to your chest harness. And then what's cool about this is you have this thing right here. You take it out and you put your rope in between. And I'm gonna show you my rope in just a second. So yeah, there's nothing much to it. It has like a pulley beside the rope on, and it sits like that. Really nice. If you're climbing SRT, if you're climbing SRT or SRS, you have to have this. But if you're climbing TRT, you do not at all need this. You really can't use this. It's only for SRT or SRS. So yeah, it's really nice. I got this from Charlotte Tree. I'm gonna try to link everything down below in the description of the video. So yeah, that's that. Next we have my rope. I use Teufelberger's drenaLine. I think this is 12. I think this is 12 strand. It's 200 foot. drenaLine. This is 11.8 millimeters. This is a 16 millimeter rope, or 16 meter rope. Jesus. It comes with a splice end. It's a static. I prefer static over dynamic. I like the how static has no stretch. That gives me a lot of peace of mind up in the tree. It has a little bit of tear right here, but I've done some research, and this is no big deal. If it gets any worse, then I'm going to retire the rope. So yeah, I prefer static over dynamic because it gives me a little more peace of mind. It's smooth. It goes really well with my device, SRT. And yeah, it knots really well. You know, you can really do anything with it. You can do a bow line, run bow line, just regular knot, you know, whatever you want to do. It works really well. So yeah, that's my rope. Here we have my spurs. I'm just going to show you one of them. You don't need to see both. I climb with the Notch Gecko steel spurs. So there's different options for spurs. You can either do steel, aluminum, or carbon fiber. All of them are just way too expensive, so I got the cheapest pair, which is these. They come with the shortest gaffs right here. For the trees we have around here, I prefer short gaffs. I don't need longer ones. A lot of guys say that steel ones are a little heavy compared. Obviously, they're heavier, but you know, I haven't tried the other ones. But after being in a tree for a while, you really don't notice anything. The thing I wish these had, like the Buckingham ones, they have the Velcro straps for the things. Like these ones, you have the Velcro straps for up here. But I wish down here you had the Velcro straps as well. You know, you put the foot in, and there's really nothing much to them. After being on for hours in a day, you know, you kind of get used to them, so you don't really notice the weight at all once you get used to it. And yeah, you can change them out if you need to by the 2 Allen screws. And alrighty guys, so that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please go down in the comments and let me know what you guys think of what I have. Please let me know also as well if you guys think I should get anything else to make it safer and easier. But without that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day or whatever time it is for you. And please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the bell so you guys know when I upload. So yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.